chosen one feels like a curse. A lot of y'all probably wondering, like, man, it's just so much on me, when it come down to being a chosen one. And like I said, a lot of y'all, like I said, many are called, few are chosen. A lot of people that talk about being a chosen one and stuff like that, they're not really chosen. Some people they just saying that they're chosen, but they not chosen. They don't have that connection with God. You know what I'm saying? You have to have that relationship with God to be chosen. And also too, it feels like a curse. Probably to some chosen ones is because you don't truly understand that it's a blessing. Like the people that's leaving your life, the people that betrayed you, the mistakes that you have made in your past, uh, things happening, that God's allowing to happen to shape and mold you to become a more spiritual person. So you can have a spiritual connection with God, right? Everything happens for a reason, guys. To me, feeling like a chosen one, it's not a curse, it's a blessing. Because I don't mind taking on the accountability of being a chosen one. See, when you chosen, you don't mind taking on the accountability of being chosen. A lot of people, bro, they said they chosen, but when it come down to accountability, they don't want that. They don't want accountability. Like, there ain't no way that you're chosen and you're a part of 144,000 and you don't want accountability. Like, that don't make sense. You're not correcting your mistakes, right? But it's gonna feel like a curse to a lot of people because also too, a lot of people that you used to hang around with, you no longer hang around them no more. It's like you really see them for who they truly are. Once you get a relationship with God, you like, man, those people they not right, right? They don't want to work on themselves. They don't want to change. They don't want to grow for real spiritually. They don't truly have a relationship with God. And people they're gonna be talking about you and all this type of stuff, and they're gonna say that you change. And yeah, you change. You change for the better. I don't mind people saying that I've changed, as long as I got a stronger relationship with God. As long as I change for the better. Like I said, your old friends that you used to hang around with, probably they used to smoke and drink. You don't do that no more. And it's like it feel like everybody is against you, right? But the Bible says if God be for you, then who could be against you? So you got to understand that God is for you. While you walking down this path, a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people that they're carnal. They don't want to change. They don't want to grow. They don't want to elevate. They don't really want a relationship with God. A lot of people is about self worship. A lot of people, they worship money and stuff like that. A lot of people they don't really have that relationship with God. You know, um, but it's gonna feel like a curse too because even your family, your family, they gonna start, and when God started blessing you and God start opening the doors for you that no man can close, no woman can close, they gonna even start acting funny towards you, feeling entitled to the blessings that God gave you, and it's weird, guys, but faith without works is dead. A lot of family members they feel like that. They feel like your works that you put in is their reward. you know, narcissism. You gonna have to, God gonna give you that discerning spirit. God gonna show you like that person in your family or that person, like they are not around you for the right reasons. You're gonna start to see people for who they truly are. Once God started to bless you, you become more successful. This is why I feel like it's a curse. It's like you might even have to get a whole brand new family. You might even have to go to another state, right? Because it's like the people that was around you when you was in your hometown, they pretended like they were down for you, but really they want to just drain you. They just want to bring you down. You know what I'm saying? You no longer in the hood no more. You no longer got the money where you have to be in the hood. Now you're making way more money now. Now you can, live in a better situation, right? You might can even get a penthouse or whatever you want, or a house in the suburbs, whatever the case is. And people, they're gonna be starting to feel entitled. You might get a new car. People gonna start to feel entitled around you, and it's gonna feel like a curse. It's gonna be like, man, I got all this. I thought these people was gonna be happy for me, but they really like. So many people gonna turn against you. That's why it's gonna feel like a curse. But you gotta be spiritual. It's all about having a relationship with God. I don't care how many people turn against me. because I know that God is for me. You know, that's just the truth. You know, I don't care if my mom, my dad, my brothers, my sisters turn against me. As long as I have God, as long as I know I'm doing the right thing, and God is leading me in the right direction and leading me to all truth, you know, that's all I care about. You know, you know, a lot of spiritual warfare gonna take place. A lot of spiritual warfare. Lack of sleep, dreaming about maybe you know, demons, dreaming about stuff that it just waking you up at night. Demons messing with you, right? Sleep paralysis. You know, it's like you in the bed and you can't move. You know, you're gonna experience a lot of spiritual warfare. You know, but God got you. God got His hedge around you. You know, it's all a part of the process. You know, of God elevating you to higher heights. You know, this is what's gonna happen when you start to work for God. You know, it's gonna feel like it's a curse. You know what I'm saying? Because you now you no longer like smoking and drinking as well, and you probably gonna go through withdrawals. Like I said, I don't smoke and drink. Now, I used to like sometimes like when I used to go to the club, I used to get like one shot, but I never got drunk before, or I never like drank constantly. Yeah, but I used to do that, but I stopped doing that. You know, because this is just not it's not worth it. I started to feel low vibrational. You know, I stopped doing all that, man. I mean, it wasn't. I just see it. I was just trying to see how it would affect me. And guys, man, like I said, man, I totally changed from doing that. You know, you might have withdrawals when it come down to you quitting smoking weed, headaches, a lack of energy, um, short of breath, all that type of stuff. When you stop drinking and smoking, you just got to go through the process, man. You know, it's gonna feel like it's a curse when you give your life to God. You know, when you start to do right, it feel like everything is like a curse. Like it's just everything's against you. But no, God is just healing you, man. You know, go through those withdrawals and eventually you'll get over it. You know what I'm saying? Because you do all things through Christ who strengthens you. You know, God said He'll put no more in you than what you can bear. So you gotta truly believe that, guys. You know, this is the so-called curse of being a chosen one. You know, it like a lot of people, they're not gonna be able to relate to you. A lot of people are gonna act funny towards you. You know, because you're gonna be in the world, but not of the world. You know, the world. A lot of people in the world, they're gonna be looking at you like, bro, why you don't do this? Why you don't do that? It's like you're gonna be an outcast, right? But that's cool, as long as you not an outcast to God. You know, as long as you're keeping God's commandments, as long as you're doing what's glorifying God. You know what I'm saying? You can't be worrying about what the world think. You can't be worrying about what your old friends think. You can't be worrying about what your family members think that don't have a relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? You got to be worrying about what God think of you in that relationship with God, man. You know, it's beautiful. You know, when you have a relationship with God, you got to keep your mind in perfect peace. If you keep your mind stay focused on God, man, it's just the truth. You know, God is really, really good, man. You know, but it's gonna be a lot of stuff because you living in a natural world. So when you start to do what God tell you to do, it's like everything crushing down on you. It's like the natural world is like against you, but spiritually God is for you. You know, family members they're gonna be talking about you. Friends, they might try to talk about you. They might try to backdoor you. You gotta watch out, bro. You know, when you get a relationship with God, people are not gonna like you. You know, but as long as you love yourself enough to be on God's side instead of the world side, that's all that matters. You know, you can't be worrying about. You gotta leave people behind. We gotta learn how to leave people behind, man. People that's not at our best interest. People that don't want a relationship with God. You know, I don't want to be hanging out with people that don't want to do the right thing. I just can't hang around crazy, wild people. You know, and your light is gonna shine. And you're going to have like I said, you're going to have a ton of haters. A lot of people going to be hating on you. It's because your mindset and your electromagnetic frequency is on a different level now. Now you got a relationship with God. And people going to be jealous of that. You know, people going to be like trying to figure out, well, how did you get this relationship with God, but that they don't have it? You know what I'm saying? But you accept the accountability. You accept the accountability that God gave you, right? But they don't want to accept it. So chosen ones, man, this is the curse of being a chosen one. You know, I said spiritual warfare, waking up in the middle of the night, sleep paralysis, friends turning on you, family turning on you, having haters. You know, the world just being against you, it's okay. You know, because you just got to know that God is for you. All right, chosen ones. I hope you guys, some advice. I hope it helped you out. Hope that encouraged you in some sort of way, guys. It's the Coleman Aristocracy. I'm out, y'all.